Okay, well, welcome to the PHYSIS piano, what we feel is truly the future of digital pianos. Now, the PHYSIS piano is based on a new technology. It's a physical modeling technology, which was developed completely in Italy. It's a patent-pending technology that took 7 years to create. And to illustrate what physical modeling is and how this piano and this technology is different than all the other digital pianos in the market, because some of you might be familiar with physical modeling, some of you not, but I have a really good explanation of the difference between physical modeling and sampling. Now how many of you have ever made cookies? Have you ever made cookies before? Well, before I came to Germany, this is my favorite recipe. It's something that's very popular in the States. It's a chocolate chip cookie. I use sugar, I use flour, chocolate chips, put it together, I make my cookie. Now, once I have my cookie finished, now we're all from different places. If I were to share my cookies with you, you may not like my recipe. Maybe you don't like chocolate chips, maybe there's too much sugar. And if I give you my cookie, there's not much you can do. If you don't like it, you have to throw the cookie away. This is what we've become accustomed to with digital pianos that use sampling technology. There's a recipe for the sound inside, but the sound is fixed. We can't go inside the sound and change the ingredients. We can't pull out certain things, certain characteristics of the sound. It's a fixed sound. With PHYSIS and physical modeling, we can now go inside the sound, inside the piano, to actually modify the physical characteristics of the piano to our own tastes. And I'm going to give you a demonstration now. So first, I'm just going to play a short piece of music. But what I want you to do, and you can even close your eyes while I play, is listen very closely to the colors of the sound. Because the colors of the sound change depending on which zone I'm playing in, whether I play hard or soft. Okay? Now remember, this is not a sample. This is physical modeling. Okay, so what's happening now is inside PHYSIS, there are 6 internal processors running in parallel, computer processors, that are capable of over 24 billion computations per second. Now what's happening is the processors are manipulating, we use 100 different parameters, 100 ingredients in the sound, things such as the density of the hammers, the size of the strings, the size of the soundboard, the density of the strings. All these physical characteristics of a piano, we use 100 of these ingredients for every note. And the internal processors are now manipulating those parameters in real time as I play. So the reason why this piano, this technology, didn't exist before today is because the computer processing power hadn't reached this level. So that's why we're able to produce PHYSIS today. Now let's go inside the sound. And if you look up on this screen here, I'm going to go into a sound edit. And you'll notice how we can actually change the ingredients of the sound. So I'm first going to try to change the hammer. And you'll notice, as I change, listen to the difference in the sound. That's just one of the parameters we can change. Let's also try to change the size of the cabinet. Now you notice as I do this, at the bottom, there are 3 micro parameters that will change at the same time. That's just to make it easy. If you want to go into the micro parameters, you can certainly go in and change them individually, but just for the sake of ease, we've set it up so it's easy for a customer. So listen to the difference of this size piano and this one. Or this one. So in this way, because every one of us come from different places. We have different ears, different tastes, just like the ingredients of a cookie. Your cookie is going to be different than mine. In this way, you can design your recipe, your piano sound the way you want it, and save all the settings into the internal memory. Now, I've demonstrated the physical model of the piano, but in PHYSIS, this piano, we actually have 5 different physical model keyboards. We have the piano physical model, which I just demonstrated. We also have a Fender Rhodes physical model, a Wurlitzer physical model, a clavinet physical model, and a Mallets physical model. I'm going to demonstrate the Fender Rhodes. And this is just a simple Fender Rhodes model. Now let's say I want to add some spice, some seasoning to this. We can actually put effects on top of it. So this is the same physical model, but just with some phaser on top of it. Okay. Now, if I want to go into the Fender Rhodes physical model, I simply go to the sound edit, and again, I enter the sound, and you see the parameters that we can change of the Fender Rhodes physical model. And I'll do that very quickly. Okay? And we can do the same thing with the Wurlitzer physical model, the clavinet physical model, and the Mallets physical model. So there's 5 unique physical model engines inside the PHYSIS piano, making this the only product on the market with multiple physical models inside. Now the unit I'm playing here, the stage piano that I'm playing, is our first product that has the PHYSIS technology inside. We have 2 versions of this piano. The H1, which is the one I'm playing, you may not be able to see it from here, but it has wood keys. They're graded wood keys, and I invite you afterwards, you can come over and look at the piano a little bit closer. With Ivory Sense key tops, it only weighs 27 kilograms. We also make the H2, which has plastic core keys, same action, same piano, everything, but it only weighs 21 kilograms. So very lightweight, very portable. If you come up and look at the design afterwards a little closer, it's elegant not only on the outside, but also on the inside, because above all, this is designed as a very reliable and durable stage piano. The last thing I want to demonstrate is the panel. And if you can see this up close, there's no buttons. It's a very unique display with no buttons. It's a multi-touch glass panel display that you can customize. So you can change the colors of the lights and which features are displayed. And I'm going to go into View, and you'll notice, again, up here, you can modify all the settings of the display. So I'm going to go into some presets, but you can also store your own settings. And I'm going to say, for example, I'm going to play in a concert. And you'll notice that now I've turned off all the features other than volume, so I'm not distracted. May be good also if you're teaching children or students so that they're not playing around with the features. Okay, I'm going to finish up with the professional view. And in the professional view, hopefully what you'll see, on the left-hand side, we have 3 banks, and I know you can't read them, but 3 banks of sampled sounds. So as well as the 5 physical models I mentioned, we also have a full bank, 3 banks, of sampled sounds that include strings, synthesizers, bass, guitars, etc., that you can then mix with the physical modeled sounds, making the PHYSIS piano a perfect solution for a professional musician for the stage, but also for a serious enthusiast for the home that really wants complete control over their keyboard sound, but also all the other features and the portability of a stage piano. So this brings me to the end of the demonstration. I'm going to play some more of the acoustic piano model for those of you that want to stay and listen to the actual sound a little bit more. I'll play a little bit longer piece of music. But if you have any questions related to sales, distribution, we have many of my colleagues here. Please feel free to come up afterwards, ask some questions. But I'm going to finish with a piece of music on the acoustic piano. And I thank you for being here to witness PHYSIS piano.